I want to tell you a story, and I thought it would be a little bit more personal if I told it to you face to face. And it's the story of Sophie, our rescue dog. If you have noticed, I've been putting a few clips, a few shorts on my channel, telling you a little bit about her story. But before I tell you about Sophie's story, I want to talk to you about Roscoe. Roscoe was our very first German Shepherd, and we got him when we first got married 10 years ago, my husband and I. And he was this kind, gentle, old soul, loved being around his people, just an amazing dog. Unfortunately, he passed away back in 2023. And we just knew that it would be hard to find a dog just like Roscoe. You know how you just absolutely love your animal, and when they pass, you just realize that there's not going to be another one like them, and that is true. Well, move on to 2025. Back in the fall, Ron decided, hey, let's just kind of look around on the Humane Society website and saw a few dogs that he was kind of interested in. And then he went there one day and was looking at those dogs and realized they were not a good fit for us. However, Sophie was in the cage beside these dogs, and she was just a very friendly dog. Came up to him and he was talking to her, and she was so severely underweight. You could see every rib in her body, but you could just tell how sweet she was. So he comes home, tells me about Sophie, and I have such a heart for German Shepherds, especially ones that have been abandoned, like Roscoe was. And I went there on Saturday and just adopted her. Now, Sophie, obviously, being that skinny, she was starving, and she had a food aggression. And the only thing that she wanted was finding food. So it was hard to pet her, and it was hard to love on her. It was hard to do anything with her because her survival skills was kicking in, and food was her number one priority. But we brought her home, and she was so skinny. Took her to the vet, and the vet was really concerned about her weight, obviously. Organs shutting down. She said with dogs or any kind of animals that are, severely underweight, there's a fear that the organs are shutting down. And of course, there was a fear of her overeating. So we had to be careful on how much food we had to give her. Bringing her home and just meeting her needs. You can never give her a treat out of your hand because she was so aggressive. She wasn't mean, but she was just so aggressive, so hungry. So we had to feed her small little meals every couple of hours. And then we finally just learned if we wanted to give her a treat, not try to give her from our hand, but just put her in her pen, her crate, and just create a safe space for her, and then give her treat. Or anytime that we needed to eat,
good. You're a good girl.
we put her in her crate as well and give her a treat. And it just created just more of a peaceful environment. Trying to feed her, she would know what time it would be for her to eat, and she would dance around. I would love to get that on video, and she still likes to dance and jump around for her food because the girl likes her food. And so we just kept on trying to love on her, and just making sure that she knew she was home. And So when the vet weighed her, she weighed about 37 pounds, which we know that's pretty significantly underweight for a dog her size. So she adjusted to our home, and she started gaining weight. She started trusting us, and now she weighs about 70 pounds. Last time I took her to the vet's very pleased with her weight and how healthy she is looking. She is kind of settled down a little bit more. You can love on her, and pet her, and you know, do things with her. And we're still very cautious with her food, and giving her treats in her crate. It's just a habit that we have started with her. And so she's doing great. She's really sweet. She's a little bit more hyper than Roscoe, but yeah, she's still a great dog.